Watch Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out about the next 3 days. I've got 2 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Two of Wands, and Group 2 is the World. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below in the description box. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. The reading is for you if you chose the Two of Wands. Let's see what cards you have. In the Black and Gold Edition Tarot, you have the Three of Cups, the Sun, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. It feels like there's some really good news to celebrate in the next 3 days. There's something that's going to be a big win for you. It feels like a plan that you've maybe already made. And maybe you're already acting on, but maybe you haven't started yet. Maybe it's a plan that comes together in the next 3 days. It feels like everything's going to plan anyway. And it feels like you're going to come together with some people in the next 3 days. For a celebration, I feel like there's going to be a party. Or there's going to be some social event that you have a good time at. And it feels like maybe you might have two plans. You might have to decide which one's more fun than the other. I'm seeing you might have a choice between 2 different things. But it feels like it's very easy to make the choice. You just do what makes you feel happy. And doing what makes you feel happy leads you to the news or the choice that you need. There is some news coming. It's very good news. It's the kind of news that allows you to look forward to the future and feel positive. I'm hearing there's a sigh of relief for somebody because you've got something you need and something you want, and it's easy for you to see how things are going to progress for you. It feels like you've got a really good social circle. You've got some really good friends. There is a really good gathering to go to. There might be a plan you hear about for a few months' time as well. You might have someone who wants to plan a holiday with you. Maybe you are planning a holiday already. Maybe you've got something else that's fun planned for 3 months' time. Something for summertime is coming through. I feel like there's a new job that you might receive news of. Like you might find you've got the job and you get good news about that, and I feel like that makes your life easier. It makes your future easier to look at. I also see there's something behind you that you're leaving behind, and it's going to be really easy for you to walk away. It's really easy for you to just be optimistic about the future and not look at what you're leaving behind. It's just easier for you to think to the thing that you want in the future and enjoy the moment. You're going to be in flow state for the next 3 days. Feels like you don't really have to think too much, you just act. But there is a plan that you're making and you might have to talk to a lot of people. There seems to be some communication. There may be 2 sets of communications that are very significant for you. There's one lot that's kind of friendship and something that's happy for you to receive. Then there's something that's more like a plan for the future. It's like someone messaging you something like, so what are your plans for next month? Are you free to blah, 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 blah? And you're like, yes, I am free. I've checked my schedule and I'm free. I can schedule that in for such and such month in the future. I feel like that's the kind of thing that you'll be able to look forward to. But there is also something for the next 3 days, like that happens in the next 3 days that's really happy. You're going to be in a good mood. There seems to be some warm weather. It might be changing seasons from winter to spring or spring to summer, whenever you're watching this. I'm also feeling like there may be something you are really tense about, that you're going to receive news about very shortly that makes you feel really happy and fulfilled. Someone's going to be eating some really nice food over the next 3 days. There's like some takeaway or a restaurant meal with friends, or something you cook for yourself. You might be having a dinner party. There's also a potential for you to have, for someone, pregnancy news, which is going to be really exciting if you're in the kind of relationship where that might be a thing that happens. And I do think that there's something that you need to, there's a matter that you're focused on that's not very obvious, but it feels like it becomes obvious in the next 3 days. You might be feeling torn in different directions right now, but it's going to just make sense. I feel like you might have 2 or 3 options for how to proceed, but they will kind of boil down to one in the end, and you don't know if there's any other options. So you just accept the one that you've got and it feels like the right thing to do. Your own mind can bring you success during the next 3 days. Like, you're not meant to think too much, but you are still meant to plan, and it does feel like there's something successful that you can do that you're going to be able to congratulate yourself for. It's like you can say to yourself, good thinking, and feel like you've done what you needed to do, you've done what you meant to do. There's something you know that you've told yourself before, and I feel like you need to fast forward it to your future self and everyday you. It's not something to just remember once. And it might be like positive affirmations that you give yourself. Like, you've managed to get through this situation before and you can do it again, and that kind of thing. Like, you're strong, you'll be okay. You're confident, you can be confident, it's okay. It's like kind of affirmations of encouragement. And I feel like there's a specific piece of information you're going to find out, maybe through communication with a friend or somebody else, that really helps you. It helps you to see clearly into the future. I am seeing there's maybe moving plans as well. Someone's planning to move. It feels really easy for you. It just feels like it's all going to go really smooth. And you're going to find that it's a nice place, like a nicer environment when you move. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the world. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black and Gold Edition Tarot, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Magician, the Four of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. There's something that's big that you're doing over the next 3 days, and it seems to be to do with work or studies, but it feels like it's really tiring, and for somebody there may be something you want and you're trying to get, and you're putting in a lot of effort to get it, but then maybe once you get it, you don't actually want it. I feel like you might not want it because you might get something else that's more you, especially with like clothes and things like that. Like, you might order something and then you see something else that's more your style. You end up wanting to return it, so just be a bit careful with things like that. I feel like it's a good time to think about what you're doing with your money and what you want to do with your money. Like, it's good to choose wisely and see what you're doing currently and what you spend on currently, and whether you feel good about that or whether you feel like you actually maybe don't want to spend on that so much. Maybe you want to spend on something else. There's a big project somebody has. It could be like a garage sale, or it could be a big creative project, or again like university, college, something like that. It's like a project you've got to do, or a work project, and it feels like maybe there's other people involved. It's like you and colleagues, or you and other students, or you and your friends who are doing something together, and it feels like a big success. It seems like you're going to put all of your effort at this project. You might end up staying up for a day and not really sleeping, maybe a day and a night without sleeping, and then the next day you feel really tired and you just don't have energy as much. Then you might have to think about how to proceed because it's not as obvious. There's going to be like 1.5 days where I feel like you're just really passionate about something and you just keep trying with it until you get it happening the way you want it to happen. And there's something you can aim for that's within your reach. Like, you don't actually need other people. You can do it all by yourself, and I feel like you can will your situation the way you want it to be. You can manifest what you want to happen. You have to do a lot of work yourself. You're going to have to put in a lot of effort. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tiring. But it feels like what you get at the end is what you want. And it's something valuable and it's something worthwhile. So it's definitely worth putting in all the hours, and maybe it's worth the sleepless nights. There's something growing and developing for you. Feels like your own skills. But there's also something to do with managing something else. And it's kind of developing for you in a way that's yours to keep, I want to say. I hope that makes sense for you. It's yours to keep. It's also yours to give away if you don't want it. And it seems like there's a step up that you can take, like a promotion or a new task you can take on that will help you. But it feels like it's more for other people and not for you. but maybe it gives you more money or something like that. So it does help you, but the aim should be more for other people. I feel like you might not actually want it. You might feel like you've got too much on your plate already. It's like if you're asked to do another task, you just might not feel like it's worth it for you. You might feel like you've already got too much on your plate and there's no way you can do something else. But anyway, whatever you do have to do, I feel like you're going to be taking it on very well. And there's a moment where you feel very popular, where you feel liked, and it feels maybe to do with work, like you are on a bit of a spotlight where you're doing a presentation and people agree with you and they like you and they applaud you and they support you and they make you feel good about what you're doing and they help you to feel like you're knowledgeable and you know what you're doing. You might get some really good praise at work this week, someone's saying you've done a really good job and they admire you and they admire the way you handled a challenge. There do seem to be compliments that come to you and they might be online, and someone you might have something you're working on online that's developing. But it feels like it takes a lot of effort from you, and it's like whether you want to or not. Because I feel like for someone you might just be really tired of what you're doing. Maybe you want something new, maybe you want a new challenge. For someone I see a new job coming in, or a new source of income that's something that's different from what you've been doing previously. And it feels like a lot of effort for you to manifest a new job. And it's a lot of effort for you to stay with your previous job, but not so much effort to do the new job. I hope that makes sense. Like I'm hearing for someone once you move to this new job or the new career, everything's really easy and you don't have that same tired feeling and you don't feel like you're having to overexert yourself. There might be less people involved as well, like you might go from a job where you're in a team to being a bit more alone and having a bit more responsibility, and I feel like you're going to feel more respected. There is something coming through about self-respect and about somebody who's going through a bit of it's like an energy crisis where you don't feel well, but also your mood is bad, your mood is a bit sad. There may be a really good opportunity that comes over the next 3 days, but you just might not be in the mood to feel like it's a good opportunity. You might not accept it. You might not take care of it the way you should take care of it at first, but I feel like eventually you will accept it and stand up straight, I'm hearing, and just accept that it's quite a good opportunity and you don't need to feel bad about it. Someone else will be happy with it, I'm hearing, but you might be waiting for something else. So this one opportunity that comes is maybe not seeming as good as something else. Anyway, I feel like you're going to take it. And it takes a lot of effort for you to manifest this opportunity. So it's not the sort of thing to feel ungrateful for, it's more the sort of thing to feel proud of that you've got. And I feel like it's offered to you with the right kind of intention. So it's up to you to take it, but I'm seeing you probably will take it. Unless something better comes along in the meantime, and you might be guided to wait a few hours or days to see if something better does come along. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye.